I'm going to show you how to put in the posts on the baby crib. And this is called an array. An array is when you create something, one object that you're going to use multiple times in a specific space. And you're going to use evenly spaced objects. So let's create those posts. First thing I want to do is I want to make this base of my crib an object. And so I'm going to do this by making it into a group. So I'm going to surround it. And I'm going to make, actually I'll just triple click on it. It doesn't seem to want to go with that, so I'm going to triple click. And I'm going to make it a group. Now nothing that I create after this will stick to that, and that's why you want to use a group setting. The next thing I want to do is I'm going to use my circle, and I'm going to use these guides that I've already put in. I used my tape measure and put 2-inch offsets. So this is a 2-inch spacing all the way around, and these corners where they intersect are where I'm going to put my post. So I'm going to put in a post here, and I'm going to put in a radius of 1. So there's my first post. And all I need to do is draw one of these. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this up, and I'm going to make it, let's make it 2 feet or 24 inches tall. So there's my first one. The next thing you need to do is make this into a component. And there's a couple ways you can do it. I'm going to use my button and drag over to from right to left, and it should select everything. But you'll notice here it didn't select the top and bottom. So I'm going to do it just with a regular arrow and just surround everything on it. So now that's selected, and now I'm going to turn it into a component. And I'm just going to call this post. Now I can copy this thing real easily. And the best way to do it is to just use your move tool, and you can grab a corner, and you don't want to grab just randomly anywhere. Make sure you grab one of the corners of this blue box that's here. So I'm going to grab right there. I think what I'm going to do is grab this one over here. And as I start to move it, you'll see the little red line that's following it. I'm going to push down my control button now, and as soon as I do, it's going to create a copy. You'll see my copy now, and we'll work our way over to that corner. And now I'm going to set this on that corner there. Make sure that line stays nice and red, because that means it's in a straight line. So now what I've done is I've created a post at the beginning and at the end of my space. Down here where it says length, if I put in the slash for divide, so I'm going to put in divided by, and you'll see the slash goes in there. And if you look at the picture on my website, you'll see that there are 8 spaces between the posts that are in that crib. And what you're typing in here is the number of spaces, not how many posts there are. So I'm going to put 8 divided by 8, and when I hit enter, it's going to create the posts. And that's what I've just done, is to create that array. To do the second one, it's exactly the same. And I'm just going to do this one real quick. Take your selection tool, pick on that item, grab the corner. I'm going to move it over here, and you'll notice I didn't leave one on the corner, so watch. As soon as I place my control key down, it'll put one back there. And I'm now going to set that there. I'll again go divided by, and this one I don't need as many because it's not as wide. I think I'll go divided by 6. And now I have my posts on that side. So that's how you make an array. It's very easy once you get everything set up right to start with. Make sure you make this into a group, and you get some guidelines so that when you drop them, you'll notice I'm right on my guides and everything lines up nice and straight.